Hi, welcome back. Today we are going to be painting a landscape, mixed media landscape, using inks, acrylic inks, and watercolor. Also, some of these tube watercolor paints, and mixing it up by adding some oil pastels. So it's going to be a mix of all sorts of different tools. To get started, I am going to draw a box using these Lego bricks that I borrowed from my son. The Lego bricks are great because they can be used as a ruler and also as a brush holder. I'm going to be drawing my box first. Typically I don't use a box when I'm drawing loose florals, but for some reason when I'm drawing a landscape, I do like having that bounding box so that I can kind of plan where things will go. And also the cool thing about Legos is you can make them any length you want. If you need a longer straight edge, a shorter straight edge, they're just great. I use them for everything. All right, now I'll be sketching first. So I'll be picking a watercolor pencil, and I'll explain more about how watercolor pencils work, but they're great when you're sketching. So let's see here, probably this green one. This one is from Derwent. It's a really great brand that I use a lot when I'm doing my sketches. The reference picture is from Pinterest. My family and I love to travel, and I typically take my own pictures, but sometimes I also find inspiration from Pinterest. Alright, the great thing about this water-soluble watercolor pencil is once you start putting the water on top of it, it disappears. So it's great when you are trying to make things look a certain way and just getting the sketch down, making the different marks. It just works out great. I do love using those. And so making more marks here, just trying to put down the different mountain ranges. Maybe I'll add water, just little expressions of the rocks, maybe where the water will go, not sure. When I'm creating, I'm usually just going by feel and just doing the impression of the mountains and not necessarily the actual. You know, like I really like my work to be messy and just a lot of mark making. Put down trees there, but I'm not sure if I'm going to actually be doing trees, but they're there just in case. Just adding a little bit more to fill in. In a little bit here, I'll be speeding up the video just so you can see my process, but first coffee. Can't do work without it. And alright, so I'll add some of the watercolor, then I'll proceed with some inks and mix it up with some oil pastels. I'll be speeding this up a little bit, and like I said, I'll be adding all the tools right on top, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so I am just adding the blue sky, just a little bit of blue. And for this process, I used watercolors, watercolor inks, acrylic inks, and some oil pastels. And I feel like it needs a little bit more definition, so I'll probably use some colored pencils just to mix it up a little bit. I like to put some definition on the parts that maybe kind of are too blobby. So just adding a little bit more there. And just generally messing around with the tools. Thank you again for watching, and as the video progresses, I'll just be adding more and just finessing some of the parts that I feel like just need a little bit more work. And so while I'm doing this, I just wanted to take this time to thank you for stopping by, for watching, and I hope you have a great day.